Oh, oh, still freezing, but I look forward to today. Get delivery of drywall, so I can start closing these walls. Drywall is almost the finish, and for the electricity, I've been thinking of some solutions. One of which is going to be drywall in the end, because it's much easier to fit everything. So these little parts will be small extensions. Let's take a look. Yeah. So I make this small extension. It will also be a little bit of a divider ultimately between entering the studio, because this one is a studio. A divider between the bed and the kitchen area and the entrance. So I was saying, the advantage of having this little divider, and I might extend it a little bit on this side to have it, the kitchen basically built in the corner. You can have the light switch on this side and some electricity points on the other side for the kitchen. That column, that's very useful because it already holds all the water, and it will also be a column to control the electricity in the studio. So I think next week I'm going to be putting all the conduit for the electricity. And right in the middle, that part that is open there, will be fitted with a radiator. So for the rooms, we had a bit of a discussion about the heating, and in the end I chose to put the least possible, so basically one big radiator for every room, 180 centimeters high, probably 80 wide. Right there, behind and on top of the beam, I put a little bit of extra isolation, like 5 centimeters. And instead of using OSB, I will immediately close it with drywall, and it extends just 5 centimeters above the beam. And I plan to put a nice LED strip right there. I think it will be a very beautiful light. The bedroom for the second apartment upstairs. Yeah, I was struggling a little bit with the door. I thought for a long time to put a nice external sliding door, wood. I still have some old wood lying around, you know, you can create something a little bit authentic. But this part of the wall will hold the radiator, and since the bed is on that side, it's not like it's not doable, but I basically changed my decision. I will just put in a normal door that opens into the bedroom. The advantage here is probably also that since the wall is that thick, the door, when it's opened inside the room, it's probably going to be about 45 to maximum 50 centimeters. Then I thought before to put a sliding door on the other side, but also there the radiator will stand in the way. Take a little bit of a look. So yeah, that's where the radiator for the kitchen area is going to be. So to me it seems logical to walk in, open the door like that, and that's it. Now the last sliding door for the bathroom is inside. I really like these kind of doors. Just, they don't take any space. It's just that you cannot really use this part of your wall. It will be covered with drywall and that's it. But yeah, looks nice. Today we'll also close up all the little parts, pieces with OSB. Put the drywall on and we'll look again few steps further. Morning sun. It's really nice. Around 8 o'clock in the morning, gets over that hill. So nice. But I think I'm gonna have another coffee first because not 100% wake up yet.
Just in case. Thank you for your kindness, custodian. You know, I wish I could say I've been so busy, but nah, it's just that, this shit is rough, man. Jesus Christ. Each year, bigger goal, cause I'm in a bigger hole. Going for the gold, and I ain't talking about a figure roll. A Cuban or the old school stickers robe. And I don't really do it for the inner scopes, cause I'm too universal for your roster. But it seems they got me confused with imposters, because I'm fathering a style you can't foster. Blessed with the genes of the breakers and the poppers. Rest in peace, Frosty Freeze. But I don't dance, I MC. I speak reality as it pertains to me. And if you see it the same, it pertains to we. So you can recognize the change we need, but it isn't wise to look for that change with speed, because that's a recipe for disaster, served with a sentence and a bad aftertaste. And if that's the case, then I won't be the Cody. Nobody owes me, so I don't owe you other than my old school habits. I practice in return for the cabbage. God bless the one who brings peace to a savage, and God bless the eyes who see the lavish and the average when they know it's mediocre. I couldn't be broker, but that's the price you pay to walk the path of a maverick.
Lunchtime. So yeah, I think it's gonna look nice. So I have the dividing wall, the entrance. I can put one spot when you enter. Electricity will go inside that wall. And then I thought about something nice yesterday. I can put or LED strips below, but I can also put them on top. And then I thought, okay, you know, if you keep the same height, I'll make a little, well, I call it canalina. It's, I don't know in English really, in Dutch even, I have no idea. But if I do something like that, and it will all have the same height, it will look very stylish. And I can put a LED light on top of the kitchen that will basically illuminate the wooden soffit. If you're in Italy all the time, you know, you forget, you start to think in Italian. So the solution, I think, is going to be the countertop of the kitchen will be around this height. So I make a little bit of a wall with drywall. I can put the electricity in here, and maybe another one here, the same width for the electrical conduit. And then I can do it here, I should do it on that side too. And I can run the conduits below. 1, 2, 3, probably need 4. I need 4 power sockets for sure, yeah. It's about 64 remaining, so that's enough space for a refrigerator. And then the kitchen countertop, it can extend until the end of this wall. Just that there it will be inside, here will come a little bit out, so the depth is going to be different. Here it's going to be like 35, maybe 30. And there I'll have 60. Yeah. So the second apartment and the second bathroom and the sliding door is basically done. Finished that last night. Looks a little bit like a patchwork. No, this one is okay. Quite pleased. Looks very different. Looks finished. Again, here there is the problem of the lights, but I think I'm gonna keep on going forward with the same concept. And instead of have external lights against the wall, where I probably need to run the electricity externally, I might do the same thing here. And if I keep the same height, about 230 from the floor, here I can run it from there all the way around. I think it will be great. Okay. Go up there. Yeah. So the only ceiling that I knew it was gonna be a problem, and the finished look is not what I want it to be. The biggest problem is that I definitely wanted to keep that little window up there. Otherwise it would have been much more simple. So the beams are a problem. But every problem has a solution. So after thinking for 2 days, I'm gonna make a wooden cladding around them. Problem fixed. Yeah, let's get to work. Safety first, so let's start with the scaffolds.
Alright. Running on the road from the living dead, and our gas tank's empty. Our hearts are filled with dread. We'll find shelter in an abandoned house. You grab the hammer and on board of the doors. Get the shotgun away for the corpse. So please don't get bitten, and please try to stay alive. Now they're banging and they're banging on the windows and on the door. Weasel is pouring from their eyes and pus is leaking from their sores. Banging and they're banging on the windows and on the door. So we covered all our bases, but they surprised us when they broke the floor. Broke the floorboards and the pull us up, and then bad luck, bitch, you know your body's corrupt. I love you, baby, but I gotta survive. Now it's time for you to die. It's all be bitchy, but you don't feel the pain. Bloodlust like a quick rain. I wanna kiss your lips, and you wanna eat my brains, and nothing else.
So everything prepared. Cut 308. Here we have the left beam, the right one, looks nice. Oh, basically connect them like that. All cut, ready to go. Ready to go. Except for, damn, the screws. I ran out of screws. So I hate to drive up and down for some screws only. I guess I'm gonna take a minute or two to think about everything that I need, so I can make one run and get as much as possible, even maybe go to the supermarket. Die. Pretty awesome. This afternoon I made all the sills. On the inside, hardwood. So I'll have someone fix them for me with cement and screws below. It's a bit of a job that I really don't like to do. One, that's the other one, second. I think it's gonna look really nice. A natural stone outside, wood inside, the same type of wood I used for the ceilings. And I'll keep it natural color. Wow, I thought it was gonna take me 2 days, but in fact, few hours. Oh. 4. Number 5. And once they are set, I can finish with some grouting, and basically everything is ready for the windows to arrive. There's some grouting in the corners. Yeah, I really like the way it looks. This is the apartment below. That will be the kitchen area. That's another bedroom. In the corner I want to put a wood stove. Still have to make a hole somewhere in the top. Yeah. And once they are fixed, I will see how much space is left here. I can fill it up with small peas. And after that, make them look nice. Yeah, 5 below, 6, 7, 8. But the sales are nice. Wow, I'm so happy with these. Oh man. Once I cleaned them and I've treated them, I think, yeah, great. Wow. So, look back on this week. I closed all the ceilings, so they are finished. I closed most of the walls, which is a good thing. I built some coves, I did some drywall. But you know, sometimes you look back at a week and you think, wow, I did so many things, wow, huge steps forward. And then the next week you look back, you think, oh, what did I do? And it's all these little things that need to be done. You know, in the end, they are about the finishing touch, but these little things, they consume so much time, so much time. I mean, a cove that needs to be built, but the angle is not rectangular, it's not, it's difficult, it can take you like a day to make it. Or there is still a piece of wall, I know there's a piece of wall that I need to close, but it's like 3 corners and I have to think about how to close it. It can take me like a day. So I guess the next 2 weeks it's gonna be the same all over again. Coves, drywall structures, drywall, electricity, preparations. Hopefully the plumber will come another day or 2, because I really want to have all the electricity and all the plumbing in place by the end of March. That would be nice. Until that moment, I cannot close the floors. So And there is still some grouting to do too, like here. I have to close the window frames, and the window sills have to be cleaned, polished, and also closed. And below the window sills I have to do some grouting, so I figure it will take me another 1 or 2 days grouting. And again, this is not where you do 6 or 7 square meters a day. It's like little pieces everywhere. Anyway, we'll just go on, because in the end, every day that you do something, things change and you get nearer to where you want to be, a finished project. So if you like this kind of videos, if you do some video editing, I noticed that there is a lot of things you have to think about, and you also have to do some promotion, which is doesn't feel very natural. And I think everybody knows, if you're watching a channel, maybe you should subscribe. But anyway, think about it.